Hey guys, welcome to Season with Love. I'm Casey. Welcome to my kitchen, y'all. Y'all, today we got a special treat for y'all. We making stuffed cabbage rolls like Ma used to make. This dish is a Polish dish. You know what I'm saying? I believe the Turkish originated this dish. You know what I'm saying? But it's most often served in Poland. It's a Polish dish, so the Polish always makes this dish. Now, I grew up eating this dish with my mom making it. She makes it her way, which is the recipe I'm bringing to you guys today. Okay? Now, without further ado, y'all, I hope y'all having a blessed day. Let's go over these ingredients. First thing we're going to start with is a whole head of cabbage. You need a whole head of cabbage, okay? I have about 1.5 pounds of chopped beef here, ground beef here. You can use pork if you choose. I'm using ground beef. You can use ground turkey, whatever you choose. I have some cooked rice. You need already cooked rice. I have some garlic powder, some parsley, black pepper. I have a medium onion here, a medium green bell pepper, 2 sweet small peppers. I have a can of tomato sauce and a can of fire roasted diced tomatoes. I have a little bit of brown sugar over here. And some beef bouillon cubes, you guys. And I have my all-purpose seasoning. Y'all know I like to go with Goya. You can go with Lowry's. Okay. Now, I believe that's all the ingredients right there. We're going to make a sauce for these stuffed cabbage rolls, okay? Now, we're going to cut the core out of this cabbage and get it in a pot of boiling water. Y'all meet me at the stove. I'm going to show y'all how we're going to boil the leaves off this cabbage, okay? Stay tuned on Season with Love. Alright guys, here I have a pot of boiling water, boiling rapidly. And this is how we've removed the core of the cabbage. You see, just go around and cut it out. And that's going to free up our leaves to come off. We're going to gently place this in the boiling water. Okay? And we're going to go and keep moving it around until we loosen up our leaves. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to boil this until we get all our leaves off our cabbage. I'm going to show y'all what that's looking like. Y'all stay tuned on Season with Love. Alright guys, so we got our chopped meat in the pan. Okay. Break this down a little bit. Start browning it off. Then we're going to add those diced. We minced up all our vegetables, our onion and peppers. I'm going to add that in here. Usually, they don't. And on a traditional cabbage roll, they don't brown the ground beef. But see, my mother ain't play about no raw meat. So, she always browned the ground beef first. That's how she did it, so that's how I do it. Okay? They would take the cooked rice and the raw beef, and they roll that up in the cabbage rolls, and they either boil it or bake it. Now, my mother cooked and sauteed the beef and the vegetables, and mixed it with the rice and everything. And then she rolled it up and baked it. And that's the recipe I'm showing you guys today. Okay, we're going to go on with some all-purpose seasoning. Enough seasoning so that we can season the rice as well. Some parsley. Garlic powder. Some black pepper. Okay. We're going to go ahead and add these vegetables in there so we get them sweated down right with the meat. So they can absorb some of this flavor of this meat. Okay. And get these vegetables going. This is our onions and bell peppers, y'all. Once we get this all sweated down and browned up, I'm going to be right back with y'all when we add the rice. Okay, y'all stay tuned on Season with Love. We're making stuffed cabbage rolls, guys. Alright guys, if you have a look, you can see how I'm beginning to remove some of the leaves. Being that we took that core out, the leaves are easy to remove. I go one layer at a time. I'm using a spoon because I don't want to break my leaves. And you see how it's just coming right off of that cabbage? They come right off of the cabbage. Right off, okay? So I'm going to continue to remove these leaves off of this cabbage. Let them get blanched in this water so they can become tender enough for me to roll. And you guys stay tuned on Season with Love. Stuffed cabbage rolls, y'all. I drained out some of the oil of the meat. I didn't drain out all of it because I want some of it. Now I'm going to go on with my rice. You know what I'm saying? I want a good amount of rice to meat ratio because this is a stuffing, okay? Okay. I'm going to go on with all this rice. This was about 2 cups of rice. Now I got my filling here. Now we already seasoned, but if I have to, I'll go in and re-season after I taste. But I'm going to go ahead and saute the rice with the beef and the peppers for about 2 or 3 minutes. And then I'm going to let it sit and cool and so we can begin to roll our rolls, okay? You guys stay tuned on Season with Love. Hey, you guys. All right. So I have a 14.5 ounce can of fire roasted diced tomatoes in this pot and an 8 ounce can of tomato sauce. Now you could just use crushed tomatoes, but I like the fire roasted diced tomatoes, so I'm here with a potato masher crushing them myself, okay, for my sauce, because we need a sauce for our stuffed cabbage rolls, okay? So I already added to this. I just added some basil. I'm gonna add some minced onion and some garlic powder to these fire roasted and my brown sugar, you guys. My brown sugar. Y'all stay tuned on Season with Love. I'm gonna keep making this sauce and keep rolling these cabbage rolls. All right, that's good. All right, guys. So I've crushed these down with my potato masher. You could just buy crushed tomatoes, but I like the fire roasted flavor. This is that garlic I told you guys I'm going to add. And I'm going to add some minced onion. Usually the sauce traditionally has cooked onion in it. But y'all know we put plenty of onion in our filling. And our the stuffing that we use to stuff our cabbage rolls with, okay? One last ingredient to our sauce. And this is a traditional ingredient. Is some brown sugar. 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. Okay, stay tuned on Season with Love. I'm gonna show y'all how we're gonna roll these cabbage rolls, y'all. Alright, guys. Now I'm gonna show y'all how we roll these cabbage rolls. And you go to the back of the cabbage, okay? It's a thick vein right here. Okay, you want to skim that, because that's what's going to stop your cabbage from rolling up neatly, okay? You don't cut it all the way through. You just cut it down. Put it down like that, face up, okay? Let me show y'all again. Just skim that. Put it down like that. See how that just laid flat when I took that piece off? Take that piece off, it just laid flat right out for you. You see? Now I'm going to do these 4 for y'all. As y'all know, I work real fast in the kitchen. These are all the stems and vines that I cut off, all the ones I did already, y'all. I work real fast in the kitchen. I think it's because I worked in that restaurant. Once you get restaurant skills with speed and precision, you tend to use them. You know what I'm saying? You tend to use them. Okay, so now I'm going to fill these cups. And I'm going to fill all 4 of mine simultaneously. Okay, because it just works out for me that way. I'm going to fill all 4 of these at the same time. I can show you guys how I roll these up. Now these are my last 4 rolls, okay? So I'm going to try to get as much as my stuffing that I have left as I could inside of these 4 rows, okay? Yeah. Alright, so now this is how we do it. Now you lay your roll out just like this. And you want to take that part that you cut that seam off and start at that end. You tuck it in just like you're going to roll an egg roll. If you ever roll an egg roll. If you haven't, this is how you do it. Okay? You take that. You lay it flat. You take your two ends and you fold them in. And now you just continue to roll. Holding your two sides in. And guess what? You get a perfect roll. You see that? Now I'm going to bring it over here. You see, this is the pan of rolls that I've already rolled. And I'm going to just snugly fit them right in there. Y'all see that? These are our cabbage rolls that we're going to add sauce to. Y'all, we back over here. I'm going to just continue to roll these last three. And y'all stay tuned on Season with Love. Y'all going to see what we're going to do next for these cabbage rolls. Okay, y'all stay tuned. Yeah, baby. Wait. Alright guys, we got all our rolls in the pot. Snug in here. Out of that, what we made, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 cabbage rolls, okay? Well, that's quite enough, I believe. And now we have our tomato soup here that we made with fire roasted diced tomatoes and tomato sauce, okay? If that's not enough, watch out there. I have a sippet tomato soup here. This is roasted red bell pepper and tomato soup that I can also add to this as well if this is not enough. Okay? Or you can add that beef bouillon. Okay? This is looking like it's going to be plenty. Okay? We're going to try to stick our spoon down in there, let some of that sauce get down in there to the bottom of the pan. Okay? You want that sauce to get all down in there. Okay, so we're going to move and scoop. Now, I should have laid some down in the bottom. That was my mistake. You guys, don't make the same mistake. You lay you some down in the bottom of the pan. Okay? Oh, this looks amazing. This looks amazing. And the Polish, they like it really sweet. They will sometimes top it off with sugar, with a nice brown sugar. I don't. This is how my mom did it. This is how I do it. So, now that our sauce is in there, I'm going to hit it with a little bit of this tomato soup down here. Just to be sure that I won't stick at the bottom of my pan, okay? And now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cover this with foil and bake this in the oven for 1 hour. You guys, I'm on a 350 degree oven. I'm going to tightly cover this with foil and bake it for 1 hour. You guys, stay tuned. You like what I'm doing in these videos? Give me a thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe to Season with Love, y'all. Sorry, guys. This is my final product of the stuffed cabbage rolls that I didn't get to plate for you guys and come back and finish the video out for you at the end. But I really hope you give this recipe a try. It's amazing. God bless.